Up until now, we've imported from a single file, but you can choose an entire folder of files if you want. You can choose a folder of text files, pictures, or QuickTime movies. So let's give it a try. We'll go to the File menu, and we'll choose Import Records, but instead of File, we're going to choose Folder. You'll get this dialog where you have to specify what folder you want to import. We're going to start with Pictures, so if you go to your work files, you'll find both of these folders there with pictures and text, so you can follow along with this, or you can use your own pictures if you want. So you see I have 4 pictures here. Just select that folder, not the actual files. Hit choose. It'll put the name right up there. We can choose to include all enclosed folders too, otherwise it'll just do the first level, the root directory of that folder. Then we can either choose text or picture, and on picture we can choose import only a reference. Really doesn't matter for this example because we're going to delete them anyhow. So we'll uncheck that, click continue, and now you have to match up your fields. Now there's 4 fields here: your image, your file name, which we're not going to import, your path, and your image thumbnail. I'm just going to go ahead and import the image into our media field. So let's go find that field. There it is right there, and we'll drag it all the way to the top. Make sure there's an arrow there. Looks good. Make sure we have Add New Records selected. And we're ready to go. We'll choose Import. Doesn't really matter on these auto enter options, so I don't care. 4 records were imported. Let's go to our 4 records in our found set and look at the media. There's a picture of Bruno, my Boston Terrier, not Terrier, Terror. You see him, he's chewing on a planner here. It's much better than him chewing on my furniture, and believe me, he has. He's a couple years old now, so he's mellowed out. There's Sachi, and she's the good girl. She's a little bit older, a little bit mellower, but she looks kind of a little sad here because I told her to sit down so I could take her picture, and she thought she had done something wrong. There's Stinky, and I won't tell you why she's named Stinky, but I'll just tell you this: don't let your kids name your animals. And then there's Annie. I flashed her with the camera and she's giving me the evil eye because she was sleeping. So there you are. You just imported all those pictures right from one folder. If you have a whole bunch of pictures, it can make things really easy. But we're going to get rid of these. We don't need them. And now let's go try importing some text files. Same choice. Choose folder. Switch to text files, but actually before we do that, notice the folder location is gone. So we'll go and choose import text. There's 3 articles that I've written. And what it's going to do when you choose this is it's going to import the contents of those text files. So we're going to get those entire articles on 3 different records. And what we want to do is we can get a lot of stuff, the file name and the file path, but all I want is the text content. But I don't want it into the media field. I think a better field wouldn't go very well into the media field. Let's choose the notes field. There it is, and we'll move that up to the top. And then make sure the arrow's there, add new records, and we're ready to import. Got the 3 records. Go to notes, and you can see we have 3 articles that I've written in here. And we'll just delete those. We don't need those either, just giving you an example here. And then the next thing we're going to do is for the Macintosh only. We're going to import directly from a digital camera. Now you could take your digital camera, hook it up to your computer, put all the pictures into a folder, and then choose the import folder. But this is a nice added step that actually gets you more information, as you'll see. So let's go ahead and import digital camera. There's my device. There's no other device there. We can do all images, some images, the last so many images. We can download to any folder we want. I'll just use pictures folder. We can do an import a reference or import the images into the database. I'll just import them directly in there. We'll hit continue. Now we need to see here that we want to match up the image with our media field, so we'll do that. And as you're doing that, you can see all the fields, all the additional data you get from your digital camera. There's quite a bit there, so we'll go and drag the media field up there. Now I'm not going to import these, but if you want to, you can try them out and see what's in there. It's actually kind of cool. So we'll go ahead and import that. Takes a little bit longer. There we go. 3 records. Look at our media. And what I have here is some of the certifications that I have for 8, 9, and 10. And now there's no 11 certification yet because I'm actually recording these before FileMaker 11 came out. So hopefully by then I'll have that certification. And again, we're going to get rid of these records. There you go. Now I don't use those features very often importing a folder, but they can come in very handy because otherwise you'd have to import them one by one. You really don't want to do that. So remember this feature, and when the time comes, it'll save you a lot of time.